Welcome to episode 4 of our Trans-America Trail Trip. In this episode, we visit some famous TAT attractions, play cowboy, and learn what a real prairie is. We had a great trip through Arkansas, but unfortunately, I lost my footage and I can only show a few pictures. We visited Percy at his famous shop in Trenton, Arkansas. Make sure you stop and sign his book. Percy's son and a neighbor came rushing in after seeing us ride by. They wanted to meet us and take pictures. I'm not sure who enjoyed the rest stop more, them or us. Another great stop is the world-famous Ork General Store. Make sure you stop here for a great lunch and homemade pie. While eating lunch, we had met a great couple from California that were also riding the TAT. We kept in touch with them throughout the trip. Since finishing the TAT, they have been traveling all over the world. After spending some time getting new tires in Searcy, Arkansas, we finally made it to Oklahoma and camped at this really nice park just over the border. We were woken up early by a strange sound from some mystery wildlife. I had no idea what it was, but it wouldn't stop. Since we were awake, we got up and got an early start to the day. We were met by a beautiful Oklahoma sunrise. The temperature was cool, which produced a blanket of fog. This would burn off very quickly though. Several times I've seen photos of these trees in Oklahoma that seem to keep this lonely dirt road company. It's a popular photo op, and I couldn't wait to come across this scene. I recognized it right away and turned on the GoPro, but I didn't take time to stop for a photo. Luckily, I was able to capture a still off the video. I was surprised to see it wasn't just two trees, but a small row of them. I wondered why these trees were here and if they were planted to offer some small section of this road some relief from the hot sun. Be careful with these four-way intersections. They don't have stop signs in either direction. It's helpful that you can see for 70 miles in all directions, but it's still dangerous. I wondered why they didn't have stop signs, but we soon learned that there are about 8 million of these intersections in Oklahoma. And it would probably cost the state about $1 billion to put up a sign at each intersection. You also need to be careful of buses, or trucks, and cars, and the dust. It's really difficult to see after they go by you. The road turned into more of a tractor path than a real road. We decided to stop and take a quick break. I took advantage of this and filmed a 360-degree view of this incredible landscape. I've been looking forward to seeing Oklahoma as I'd never seen this part of the country before. The open space and vastness of these prairies is truly beautiful. We went from almost complete isolation to right in the middle of cattle herding. I saw this real-life cowboy struggling to catch this calf. The horse seemed to be struggling and unable to get through the thick brush. He was also on the wrong side of the fence as the calf had managed to get out and onto the road. The cowboy yelled to me that there was a highway up ahead and to get the calf. So I took off and rode my steel horse to rustle up the calf. Once I got near him, I had spooked him enough that he jumped right through the fence. I felt bad that he jumped through the fence and might have gotten cut by the barbed wire. Rob was seeing if he could help the cowboy get unstuck. Turned out the cowboy had his rope wrapped around the roots of a bush. He was able to get free after some effort. We went up ahead, talking about my new cowboy skills, and then noticed the rest of the herd up ahead across the street. We took our time riding as slow and quiet as possible. We felt bad that we might be causing some stress to the cows and the cowboys, but they seemed to be able to handle things very well and were very pleasant. My first real-life cowboy sighting in action. It was awesome. Several times we'd find ourselves off course due to some mistakes in the roll charts. This was another one of those times. We stopped to get our bearings and make sure we were on the right track. Once Rob checked his fancy GPS, we carried on. Rob was up ahead a bit, and I came up behind him while he stopped on this hill. I thought that'd make a cool picture, and like most of our trip, I just kept going. I had to remind myself that this could be a once-in-a-lifetime trip, so I turned around and I took the photo. We came across another tap landmark, this old metal bridge. We took in the sights in the same manner that we did for most of the trip. A little pause, a little look to the left or the right, and then back on the gas. We entered a large wildlife management area. After riding for miles and miles through farmland and prairies, this was a nice change in scenery. As we traveled around these lakes and watched the many species of birds take flight, I reflected on how beautiful this part of Oklahoma was. I was really enjoying Oklahoma, but I couldn't help but wonder what this area was like during tornado season. I'd rather not find out. After looking forward to seeing Oklahoma for a long time, I'm happy to say it hasn't disappointed me. Yet. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.